Wagwan, my name is Karis, aka this Queen. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, if you're not new here but still haven't subscribed as yet, go ahead and press that subscribe button, become one of my royalties, press that notification bell, turn on post notifications, like this video, share this to 2 friends, 2 family members, and 2 people that you meet. Comment down below anything that you want to say. Go ahead and follow me on all of my social medias. On Instagram at this_Queen and QueenCU and Snapchat at Abby Beauty and Twitter at Carrie Wright. So let's get into this video. In today's video called Let's Talk with, and then I have a special guest. So in today's video, the special guest is, can you introduce? I am here with, this is a special guest. Please introduce yourself. Tell us a little about yourself.
My name is Jonathan Wilshire, and one thing about me is that I do love having these types of conversations that we're going to be having right now. So let's get it. My Instagram is _JohnTom_.
Our topic is God and isolation. Okay, so Jonathan, do you practice a religion?
Yes, I practice Christianity.
And in your own words, how would you describe to someone that doesn't know anything about your religion or about God? Like, how would you describe your religion?
I describe it as a way of living. It's like a peaceful life. It's like you're a good person. It's like practicing like being a good person. Yet, I mean, being a good person, you could be a good person if you don't practice Christianity. But in today's world, you know, it's not really like indicative to be like stand out, to be like a good person or something like that. So Christianity to me is just being just like God, like standing out, you know?
Okay.
You got that.
What does your religion, what does Christianity mean to you?
To me, Christianity means, I say, it just means peaceful, loving.
How have you been feeling during this quarantine?
I feel good. I know that normal people are stressed, but I mean, I'm alive, I'm well. God's keeping me safe. It's keeping me on my toes. It's keeping me, you know, on the news. I mean, I watch the news more. Just seeing how everything is happening throughout the world. And just being at peace with it, you know. It's not really that much of the best of news that's coming out, but it's news that you could maintain and just run with it. Like, gotta wear your mask, gotta stay 6 feet, don't go around touching things and everything, be in less crowds, stuff like that, you know, just keeping myself aware of what's going on.
How would you describe your mood after seeing the effects of this pandemic?
I say that my mood is going to be the same, even after the pandemic is over, as before, which was very fun. I mean, enthusiastic. I've never been a down person, so just hearing all these things is just not really going to get me down. It's just keep me motivated to keep going.
Let us talk a little bit about the different emotions we may feel during our hard times, during suffering, during sorrow, and even during this pandemic. Whether you were experiencing it yourself or you see others experiencing it. So what are your thoughts on the different emotions you see, whether it's through the police brutality or injustice in some other way, or natural disasters?
I see a lot of pain. I usually, even though I just said that I do look at the news, I usually look into my phone to see like any updates on what's going on with the virus. And I usually see a story here and there about somebody who had it, didn't feel it, was healthy, then gone. So I mean, I see it's a lot of pain going on in the world. A lot of sorrow and pretty much a lot of unease, a lot of unrest, especially with the injustice going on and the riots, protests.
Well, for me, I would say sometime before, like when it was like so much of a topic. It's still like a topic, still like a lot of people are still talking about it. But before, like every time when I turn on my phone or go on a particular, like just go on any social media, I would see something about the injustice. I would see the video on the injustice or people talking about it, and I feel, and like then it made me feel so sad and so disinterested in doing anything. And like I would wonder like why is this happening? And I just felt down and I wish I could have done something to help them. But then I'm wondering like if I try to if the same injustice will happen to me. And like it's even harder during this pandemic because I don't want to go out and catch it. And I know you can do other things inside, but I was wondering if how much that will be effective. But yeah, I can definitely say the things that go on in the world definitely impact my mood. But I believe that through God and just staying strong help me get through it and help me to be motivated. How do you spend your week while being isolated? Wait, have you been isolated?
Have I been isolated?
Yes.
Oh. Is anybody even ever isolated really?
Okay,
Not at home.
are you isolated to an extent at all?
Well, I'm okay going out, going to the store, of course. You feel isolated because you're wearing your mask. Ain't nobody gonna stop and say what's up. You just walking by. You're definitely like, it's like you're not even in range of somebody really, most of the time. Which I mean, they tell us to not be in range of people. But have I been isolated? I'd say for the most part, no, because I'm only around the group that I started, that we started isolation with. So, to a T, no, but to the essentials of what they tell us to do, yes. It does feel isolated.
How do you spend your week while being isolated?
I am in a class called Pharmacy Technician. So I'm been doing that. I'll also be in classes by next week. So for now, honestly, just doing anything around the house. Making money other ways. And just honestly just being safe, making sure that my family's safe. And gaming. What can I say?
I'm just trying to stay productive. Sometimes I sleep very late and wake up very late. Sometimes I wake up early, but most times I wake up late. But like I still try and stay motivated. Yeah, that's what I would say. Um, does Sabbath look different before? Okay, before. Yeah. What day would you consider a Sabbath, or do you have a Sabbath?
Saturday.
Does Sabbath look different before and during this pandemic? If so, how?
Well, churches before are usually very engaging when it comes to time, place, and just all around just entertainment when it comes to church. The singing, plays or anything, concerts. Church pretty much it has had like anything that honestly keeps you entertained, keeps you motivated to learn about God. Now since the pandemic's happened, it's been a little more rough to be like in church. Basically, I'm just hopping around churches to churches via YouTube or Zoom. So it's basically you're just looking for what entertains you the most, honestly.
Before the pandemic, I would wake up early and I would get ready to go to church. I would go to church and I would do Sabbath school for early teens, and I would stay for everything until church is finished, and I would sometimes stay back for an event or go straight home and rest, eat, and yeah. Now, since the pandemic, I have been waking up very late. Sometimes I wake up fairly early, but that's not most times. Yeah. And I would listen to music. I would listen to some sermons. Most times, like if I wake up like really late, I would like either read a passage from the Bible and or write something, and I would go in my mom's car and listen to some gospel music. Do Zoom church meeting keep you entertained, keep you motivated to learn more about God?
No.
And why do you say that?
Because it's a Zoom meeting.
Okay,
it's a meeting.
What do you think they can do to make it more entertaining and engaging?
My suggestion would be for churches to have some people actually be in the church that they are involved with and record it from there. You know, just do all of what you would usually do with the cast that you usually have. Maybe like a changed cast every week if you have that. But have that and just record your sermons.
Have your faith been tested during this quarantine? If so, how?
Yes. Because you're finding ways to still be motivated to learn about God. Whether it be listening to music in the car like you said you are, or just participating in church in general, virtual. I guess also with like what's going on during this pandemic, it's like sometimes you just ask like, why is all this stuff happening? Why are these people dying again? Or like, is this gonna happen? Is it gonna happen to me? Like, where is this stuff? Where is it actually? Like, especially seeing the increasing numbers in, I guess, cases and deaths. It's just like you ask, like, is it? I mean, is it going to stop like anytime soon? And especially with the protests, you're asking like, is the protest gonna mean something when they're done protesting? Is their voices still gonna be heard? Like, it's like you understand that aspect of the protesting. You understand what they're fighting for, what we're fighting for as black people. You understand what they're fighting for, which is also brings down to us, even though we're not protesting right now at the moment. We understand what's going on in the world, but it's like when we're done protesting, is it gonna mean something towards what's going on in this world right now? Because they're still gone. People that we're protesting about, they're still gone. Are they gonna be in vain from what's going on? Or are we just being loud? Right. I'd say no. Hasn't been strengthened. Because I do feel like it's been a consistent faith throughout. So I wouldn't really say strengthened.
Do you believe that your relationship with God or your faith should or could grow or get stronger?
Yes, it should.
What do you think you can do to encourage that?
Throughout this pandemic, I think that we should just honestly just read the Bible, because this honestly isn't the worst is yet to come. So if you read more about the Bible and more about His Word, and just comprehend that and understand it, then we'll understand that. I mean, it's gonna be better for a short term, even though since this isn't the worst is yet to come. Are these like just more and more signs that are coming? So you're stronger to like understand the signs of God's arrival.
Would you say that this pandemic had ruined any of your plans or goals?
Yes.
Yes, I would definitely say that it has ruined some of my plans. I would say that my goals still remain there, but I feel like it has been like put on pause. Wanting to get my license, get a car, get a job. I feel like there's everything that's going on in this world just kind of put it on pause. But I believe that there's a way to still achieve those goals and plans. Maybe not socializing and having the summer that I would like. I think that's kind of too late for that now. School almost starts.